I'm opening a partial box here. I started recording a different video and you know, everything kind of went wrong with it. The words weren't coming out right. The lighting didn't look good. Nothing was moving. Nothing was moving. We didn't have the old Zuck-S abilities as we were going. And I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna start another one. Finalizer, hyperspace. It's not foil, but it is hyperspace. Wow, very cool. First hyperspace legendary that I've opened, followed by evidence of the crime. And speaking of that, here's the evidence of the crime. So I'd opened 2 packs, I believe 2 packs, right? I had 2 rares. Yeah, I had 2 rares, opened 2 packs. I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna start again. And I'm gonna talk about finalizers. No, I just thought, you know, let's just talk about set 2. Set 2s in TCGs, because I really, oh man, love this card. And I love set 2s in TCGs because, well, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about why. And I thought, you know, even if it all goes kind of crazy, even if it goes a little bit wild, Mascanada, I figured, you know, we should probably film it just in case we could find one of those showcases. Because, you know, you never know. You just never know. Though sometimes, right, you just gotta turn the camera off, and that's what brings the really, really good stuff. Anyways, I do, oh, look at that cool Toro Calican. Hyperspace with Migs Mayfield. Okay, so here's where, right, we'll get to set 2, but here's where you get kind of the different art styles. They bounce around a little bit. I'm more okay with it now, you know, than I was before, but sometimes, you know, maybe a little bit too much bounce. Anyways, I love set 2 in general because set 2s, in a way, they kind of set the stage for the rest of the game, right? Set 1, it's always going to be set 1. Everything is new in set 1. Everything is different because it's starting from nothing, right? So there's, you know, everything is a new change. Come on. But then you get set 2, Kylo Ren shows up, and everything changes again. Look at that. Ah, second legendary, followed by foil armor. I'm not gonna get a chance to say anything. I should just be opening the pack silently. But so set 2, it always has that, again, I know, it brings a lot of change. It changes everything about the game and how you play it. And so for here, you know, Shadows of the Galaxy is adding, it's essentially doubling, there's the Rancor, first Rancor, doubling the amount of cards that you can play in Star Wars Unlimited. And it makes you an unrefusable offer that, okay, you're gonna wanna play with a bunch of the new cards. And again, because it's such a massive influx of cards compared to how many are already available to play, that it just changes everything. The strategies change, the way you think about what you want to play changes, and kind of, you know, look at that cool tech. Oh man. Like one of the ways I like to think about it is when I think about, ooh, Mascanada. So that was a double rare pack. But I think about way back to Lord of the Rings, Decipher TCG set 2 comes out, Mines of Moria, who of course comes with the Mines of Moria, the Balrog, and the Balrog just changes how you play the game of Lord of the Rings, because now you know there's this big 17 attack, 5 life, fierce damage +1, like all this craziness stuff, and he can come out every single game. Every single game you can pull him from your deck and play him, which means that you got a big problem to deal with. You know you got to deal with it in every game. You can't build your deck like you used to anymore. And so I kind of like to think about when I see a set 2 or even, you know, later sets, but like, what's the Balrog? What is the Balrog in this set? What is going to make it so that, man, nobody can play Star Wars Unlimited in the same way that they did in set 1, or you're just going to get wrecked. You're going to get wrecked. Now, I'm not going to say here that I know what those cards are exactly. It's going to be fun, like Evacuate. That's going to mess some people up, right? Return each non-leader unit to its owner's hand. Very, very cool. Ketsu Anyo. I didn't even read Kylo Ren. I didn't read those. I was so excited. Come on, let's look back at this finalizer. 11, 11, 11. Overwhelm. When played, choose any number of friendly units. Each of those units captures an enemy non-unit in the same arena. While playing this unit, you can ignore his villainous aspect, penalty if you control Ray. Of course, and on attack, he gives a unit +2/+0. And if it's a non-villainous unit, they get an experience token. Okay, so you can see, of course, what they're pointing to there with Ray and Kylo. Having fun, playing together, blowing things up. You know, their little relentless pursuit. It's going to be fun to see that. Old Falcons smuggling around. Torso's back. Oh my goodness, look at that cruiser. Very cool. Ooh, foil. Ooh, foil. For me, again, I don't play as much as I should, but it doesn't feel like there's necessarily going to be just one card that's going to totally upend everything like that Balrog did. There's going to be quite a few. There's going to be quite a few cards. And this feels like there's so many things that are actually pretty good. Outlaw Corona. That it's like you can do some crazy stuff in a bunch of different ways and really wreck people. Look at this hyperspace Ray. Oh man. And so one of the big things, as in many games, is going to be that element of surprise. And it's just, there's going to be a lot of surprises. A lot of surprises. But anyways, other things, you know, going on with set 2s in general is it sets the tone. Rare hyperspace, always good to see. It sets the tone for how much the game is going to keep changing. Look at this, 3 rare pack. We had a foil, we had a hyperspace. And so when the set 2 comes out, generally, right, they do some things new here. We've talked about this in the previous video. We have new mechanics like smuggle and bounty, and generally new mechanics are things that show up in a set 2. But the amount of new mechanics that you see and the amount of they affect the game really kind of gives you a window into what are we looking at going forward. Because if those two mechanics really just make everything kind of go crazy all over the place, then you start to wonder, okay, so what's going to happen in set 3, set 4, set 5? This is our first Jabba the Hutt that we've found. Come on, let's see the showcase of that. And then you start to think, okay, so how crazy is this game going to get? Is it going to get super wild where there's just a million things going all over each other? Is power creep going to just, you know, shoot everything out of the window? Look at that cool rare. Or is the change going to be a little more gradual? You know, it mixes things up, but it doesn't mix things up to the point where you feel like, man, I can't play any of my old cards. All the old cards are no good anymore. That's where, you know, you get to the farther end where too much change is not necessarily, well, if it's too much, it's too much, right? It's not a good thing. Look at that cool Dengar. That is our 3rd hyperspace foil in this box. And so it's going to be interesting to see over the next few months how people feel about that guy, how they feel about that guy, how they feel about the changes that Shadows brings. Of course, I know a lot of you have been playing online already. Fen, Ra, followed by Tarful. And oh my goodness, there you go. Now that is a hyperspace foil rare you want to get. Jango Fett. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I am going to want to open up every box that I see around me because it's, oh my goodness. So many good slots. Ooh, look at that. There's our hyperspace Jabba. Okay, so we got part way there. Now we need to showcase Jabba. Man, all that to say, I don't know if I even said much, but you can complain about that in the comments if you think I didn't say enough. But you could give me another second chance and come back next time. Oh, we're just doing this for fun. Second chance for double aspect costs here. Attach to a non-leader unit. When the attached unit gains when defeated, for this phase, this unit's owner may play it from their discard pile for free. Ooh, so many fun things you can do with that, Clan Challengers. So many fun cards you can just throw right back on the battlefield. Anyways, you guys, let me know. Let me know how you feel. Do you feel like set 2 here changes enough of how the game is played, how the game works from set 1? Do you feel like they could have pushed things a little bit farther? Do you feel like, man, I hope they'd slow down a little bit more? What are you thinking? Do you just want to see more armor? We're going to try and open some more armor. Man, way more hyperspace foils in this box than the last box. I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. And then here we go. Rokai gunship. Very cool. I know some of you are wondering, yes, we're going to do the live box breaks very, very soon. They're coming very, very soon. There is Maul. There is Maul. So for the live box breaks, I know some of you have bought those. You want to see them. You want to watch them live. I am going to schedule those in advance. I'm not sure how many we're going to need to do, but I will try to let you know. I'll try and send you the link before it happens, and I'm going to try and get it scheduled out so that you have plenty of time to catch up with it. Be ready for it. There's Jango Fett. For Lam, I don't have any more slots open at the moment because everything, of course, is going crazy, and we'll see. We'll see if at some point we can get some more slots open for more box breaks. But, at some point we will, right? At some point the supply will come. The client will be ready. We'll make things happen. Swoop down. Very cool. Rare Moment of Glory. 2 more packs. But for now, we do what we can. We work with what we got. Oh, man. No showcases, though. It's just going to sneak up on us. Man, personally for me, I feel like there's plenty of change here in set 2, Mystic Reflection. I think it's a good amount so far. Rule with respect. There's our first foil legendary. That gives us a total of 5 here. 3 non-foil, 1 hyperspace non-foil, and then 1 foil normal in our last pack. Can we do it? Ooh, ah. It's just hyperspace, my friends. It is just hyperspace. I don't even know if it's still in that slot. Because I haven't seen anybody else open one. I haven't been watching enough. I'm going to guess that it probably is. But it'd be nice. It'd be nice if you move it to a different slot. Okay. Come on. Come on. Ooh. There we go. Legal Authority. All these rares are fun. All these rares are fun. We got one more card here before we see this cool foil of something. We'll see you next time. We'll see you next time. Followers of the way.